We join you from the Government Mobility Conference in Sacramento, California. My name is Christina Gagnier, and today TechWire.net is interviewing several industry and government leaders about the role of mobile and technology in government. This is a hot topic. We've talked to several people today about cybersecurity, mobile applications, and things that have been going on the government side of things. But now I turn over to private sector, and I'm joined by Michael Locke, VP of Americas Google Enterprise. Michael, thank you for joining me.
Glad to be here.
So can you talk a little bit about your role at Google and how you interface with government?
Yeah, it's good. Google Enterprise is a little-known part of Google. Most people know Google for its great consumer brand and its products like Search and Maps and the like. What we do in Google Enterprise is take those products and bring them to the enterprise. And by the enterprise, we mean business, government, and education. So we take those products, repackage them up a little bit, put the features in that are needed for government, and license them to the government. And that way, we hope that governments and companies can get the benefits of these great products that the consumer market has introduced, and to get them at the low prices that the consumer market has tended to bring consumer products to the marketplace at.
Now, consumers love Google apps and Google offerings, but if I was a government client, what types of services could I get through Google?
Yeah, I think there's three I'd probably like to highlight. That's there. So the biggest business that we have is the business that we call Google Apps. So we have many government customers who then use Gmail to run the government, run Google Calendar, our Google Documents product, Google Sites, our entire suite, of applications, and they're increasingly used by now agencies in Washington, by states, and by many local governments. The second area would be our geospatial products. So of course people know Google Earth and Google Maps, and they by and large been used by consumers. But now we have products so that governments can put their data on top of our map and publish that in a way that they haven't been able to do before, in a much more affordable way than traditional geospatial systems. So geospatial is there. And then the third area is search. Of course, people know Google for search. If you said the word Google, most people in a word association would say search. We have products that would enable government to take the massive trove of information that governments have and make that searchable, both for employees and for taxpayers themselves.
Now, this conference is about government and private sector working together. So what are some ways do you think that those sectors can collaborate to enhance the role of mobile technology in government?
Yeah, well, I think it's very important, first of all, that it does happen. Obviously, we're in uncharted waters and unprecedented areas of challenges in government, whether those be international governments, federal governments, state and local governments. So I think it is incumbent upon the private sector to assist more and have more relationships there. And that's exactly why we formed Google Enterprise, so that you think Google as a major California technology power hasn't been focused up until recently on helping the government. And Google Enterprise has a specific mission of saying, what does the government need and how do we need to modify our products to make that happen? So the very division that I work for is set up so that we can do these private-public partnerships.
So aside from Googling Google Enterprise, where can people find you online?
Well, again, you can find us at Google Enterprise, and you can find us also at Google Apps, and Google Earth and Google Maps products.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Alrighty.